Okay, I'll continue. See, this is what we are discussing in the previous class, the instruction scheduling. In the instruction scheduling, uh, we are just what we have to understand in this is how many number of clock cycles and each instruction it is going to take. Like the addition, subtraction, or the logical operations, I said it is going to take one cycle. Branch instruction takes two cycle, and the load instruction takes some n cycles. Uh, we have to understand exactly how it is, or why the number of clock cycles it is going to vary. That we have to understand. Before that, we should know how many number of stages are there in the pipeline. One is the fetch, that is, we are going to fetch the instruction from the memory for the execution. From where we are going to fetch, what is the address? That address will be there in the program counter PC R5 R15 register. After that, we are going to decode that instruction, open that instruction and check what type of instruction. Oh, subtract, addition. Okay. Then we have to read the values from the register bank. Okay. From the registers, we have to read it. Okay. All these things, after this, we have to execute in the ALU. Okay. We are going to execute. And another two stages are there, LS1 and LS2. These stages, it is there in the ARM9. It is not mandatory, it should be in the RM5. RM9, you have another two. This is load and store 1 and load and store 2. The load and store 1 means if the instruction, if it is a load and store instruction only, if it is a load and store instruction, addition, subtraction, multiplication, or any other logical operation, if that is type of instruction is there, it is of no use in this stage. If it is only a load and store instruction, in this, we are going to perform some operation. If it is an byte or a half word, but still the instruction should be load and store. If it is a load and store and it is of byte or half word, load and store instruction, then some operation it is going to happen in this stage. These are related to load and store instruction. Suddenly, if someone asks, there is an instruction in ALO. What is the exact address of that instruction? If they ask, then you should say, what is the address which is there in the PC now? Program counter yav address irutto, that address minus 8 if you do, that will be the address of the instruction which is present in the ALU stage. Decode stage ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ instruction ನ address ಏನು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, that is PC minus 4. PC now have some address. If you subtract minus 4 to that, that will give you the address of this decode instruction. Okay. Now, these are the 5 stages which are there in the RM9. Are you getting the things? ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? Whether it is audible and clear? Okay. Okay, I'll continue. Now, okay, now I'll show some two instructions. Let us say this is an instruction. Which instruction? Add R0, comma, two add instructions are there. What this instruction will do, it will add these to register, store it in R0. This instruction add these two values and store it in the R0. If you ask me what is the number of clock cycles it takes, in order to add R0 plus R1, one cycle is required. After that clock cycle, R0 plus R2 will be added. It requires another another cycle in the second cycle. It is going to complete. Totally, it takes 2 clock cycles to execute. In this, the processor is not stopped, or it is not halt, or it is not idle for some time, some duration, which we say there is no interlock. If some instruction If it is waiting for the previous instruction result, in that case that we are going to call it as a processor stall, or we call it as a pipeline hazard. Some instruction it wants to execute, but in order to execute it requires the output of the previous instruction. Ade adu andre idu. This is, see this example, this is called as an interlock situation. See, if I say this instruction, how many clock cycles it takes means, if you see two instruction means 2 clock cycles. No, that is not the case. See here, some bracket is there. What this bracket is all about? It is going to R2 content. R2 has some value. This register R2 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 4 ಆಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. That total address will be passed within this bracket, means it will go to that location and it will get a value. ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಯಾವುದೋ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ R2 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 4 ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, ಆ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಫೆಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಂದು ಅದನ್ನ R1 ಗೆ ಕಾಪಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. This addition operation calculating the address R2 plus 4, this happens in one cycle. In the second cycle, the value gets loaded into the R1. After that, this R1, see this R1, they want the value from this location. After that only you have to add that with the R0 and store it in the R0 register. ಇದು ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದೊಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್, ದಿಸ್ ಆಡ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್. Then we see this pipeline hazard or pipeline interlock or pipeline processor stall. ಅದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, see this is the stages: fetch, decode, ALU stage, LS1, LS2. Assume that we have these two instruction already LDR in the ALU stage. ಈ fetch stage ಇಂದ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ತೋರಿಸಿಲ್ಲ ನಾವು, ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ಕಿಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಶೋಯಿಂಗ್ ALU ಅಲ್ಲಿ LDR ಇದೆ, ಲೋಡ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್. ಡಿಕೋಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಡ್ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ 3 cycles are over, but we are calling this stage as cycle 1. We are just worried about the execution of the instruction. ಈ ಫೆಚ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜು, ಡಿಕೋಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜು ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ ನಾವು. We are not going to add those fetch stages to the clock cycle. How much it is required to execute? See, we say 3 cycles. How? See, now in the cycle 1, the load instruction, it is in the ALU. In the cycle 2, since this is a load and store instruction, that will come to this stage. Okay, now the add instruction, it will come to the ALU stage. But here you see, after this load and store, it will move to this stage, the last stage, but add instruction is not going to come. Still it is in the execution stage itself. It has not completed. According to our assumption, it should complete in this stage. Cycle 2 ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮುಗಿಬೇಕಿತ್ತು add. But still cycle 3 ಅಲ್ಲೂ add ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ, what is the meaning of that is, it is waiting for this result. This hyphen indicates this is called as the processor stall. See, this LDR has moved to this stage, but add, it should come out, but still it is in the ALU, means here there is a 1 cycle interlock. There is a 1 cycle interlock that is caused by this load instruction, because of this some calculation of the address. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈಗ 3 cycles ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕು ಈ 2 ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಗೆ ಅಂತ? ಇವೆರಡು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ R0 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, R0 ಪ್ಲಸ್ R2 ಆಡ್ ಆಗಿ R0 ಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Who is this Niranjan Gowda? Why is so urgent in sending the attendance? Niranjan Gowda, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Why did you send your attendance? Niranjan? Why did you send your attendance? Did I ask you to send? Niranjan, I'm asking you itself.
ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್.
Miss agi. Hey, please don't do this. Intentionally or unintentionally, please don't send. I'll give time at the end to send your attendance. Okay. I thought that
Okay,
there is. Okay. Okay. Do you have any doubts in this? These two instruction, why 3 cycles? Sir, ಇದನ್ನು 2 instruction ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 clock cycle ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ಬೋದಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಯಾರಿಗಾರ ಅನಿಸ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ 3 clock cycles ಸರಿ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? Whether this is correct or it is possible to complete it in 2 clock cycles itself. Do anyone think that you can do this in a 2 clock cycles or it requires 3 clock cycles itself? Textbook ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನೀವು ಸರಿ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಬೇಡಿ. Even you can get some new idea that will make a change. No, it's correct. 3 clock cycles itself. Okay. If no one is saying 2 clock cycle, yes, the answer is 3 clock cycle itself. Okay. Now one more situation is there. 3 instructions are there. Load. See, this is a byte. Load instruction byte. Okay. B is there. Add instruction, XOR instruction. According to you, how many clock cycles it is going to take? After seeing this instruction, how many clock cycles these 3 instruction is going to take? Any guesses? ಈ 3 instruction ಎಷ್ಟು clock cycles ತಗೊಬಹುದು? Any guesses? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Someone is saying 4. 4 clock cycles. Okay. No one is saying some different number. Everyone is saying 4. Yes, the answer will be 4 itself. Okay, good. Then you have understood properly. See, for this calculation, I already said these two instruction always they are going to execute in an 1 clock cycle. This instruction, it requires 2 clock cycles. There is one addition operation here, R2 plus 1, and this R1 it is required for XOR operation here. Because of that, there will be a processor stall that you can observe it here. See here, it requires flow clock cycle. Three instruction, 4 clock cycles. Okay. Now, I said in the beginning, branch instruction takes, see, when I was discussing all the instruction, there is a sentence called branch instruction takes 3 cycle. Is it true? Or how it is going to take 3 instruction? That is the question now. So, there is one example here. Sorry. See, this is one example here. Move some R1, you are going to store 1 branch to the case 1. It will come here. It will execute this instruction. Subtract R0 minus R1 and store it in R1. You have another 2 AND instruction. Okay. Now, we say that this branch instruction, it takes 3 clock cycles. You can observe it in the pipeline now. See, move instruction is in the ALU now. Decode stage, branch instruction, and instruction is in the fetch stage. 1, 2, 3. Now, move instruction, it has moved to LS1, branch it has came to ALU, and to the decode, EO or XOR to the fetch stage. These two stages are clear, cycle 1 and cycle 2. Now comes the cycle 3. See, when you have executed the branch instruction ALU, there is no dependency, there is no conditional flags. There is not at all, there is a condition. Directly it is going to jump to the case 1. What exactly we are doing here? We are calculating the destination address. Destination address will calculate agatte. Direct illinda illige jump agatte. When the destination address is calculated, see the B has calculated and it has moved to the LS1 stage. But what happens previous fetch stage, decode stage and ALU stage is, it is going to flush. We call the word flush the pipeline. Whatever the instructions are there, it is going to remove it. And instruction ittu tagdide. XOR instruction ittu remove agide. Branch in the code ideyala, sub instruction, subtract, that gets loaded into the fetch. That gets loaded into the fetch. See, after that subtract instruction, it will come inside branch, it will move to LS2, and then the subtract will complete it in the ALU. See, now this branch instruction, in order to execute, in order to calculate the destination address, 1 cycle and another 2 cycles, another 2, the refill takes 2 cycles. In order to refill the pipeline, it takes 2 cycles. Totally, the branch instruction takes 3 cycles. 2 cycles empty idea, adondu plus this LS1, the branch instruction execution. Totally, it takes 3 clock cycle. That is why we say the branch instruction takes 3 cycles, because it is going to flush the pipeline when jumping to the new addresses. Do you have any doubts in this? Why the branch has 3? Innu enara doubt idya? Branch 3 alla bere number anta yararu? Do you want to argue? Or less than that or more than that? Sir, it should be 4 or it should be 2. Anyone? Okay. Anyone? Anyone have a doubt? In order to refill, it takes 2 clock cycles. That is why that to 2 clock cycles and execution of the branch instruction ALU. That is why we say it is a 3 clock cycles. Okay, now see, this is what the problem. Now, in order to stop these kind of situation, we are going to schedule the load instruction. Illella problem ಆಗ್ತಿರೋದು ಯಾವುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ load instruction. Because some large, some addition operation, some arithmetic operation, it has to happen. After that, the loading is going to happen. That is why we are going to schedule the load instruction. Schedule the load instruction how? We are going to do some changes in the code itself. After doing the changes, we are going to compare how many, what is the improvement in the performance. Instruction ನಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಆದರೂ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಒಂಚೂರು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. That should avoid the processor stalls. That is this heading, scheduling of load instruction. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇದೇನ್ ಹೆಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ? ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೋಡ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲೋಡ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಗಳು, ಲೋಡ್ ಕಮಾಂಡ್ಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರೀಆರ್ಡರ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸರ್ ಸ್ಟಾಲು, ಈ ಇಂಟರ್ಲಾಕ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂತಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನ ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಆ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೂ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಟೇಕ್ ಒನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. See, this is an example of the C program. What is this C program? Convert an string from uppercase to the lower case. ಇದೊಂದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ C program. Upper case ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. See, it a memory location which is pointed out by the variable called out. ಇದೊಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟರ್ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ out. ಇದು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್, ಇದು ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್. some memory location, it is pointed by this variable. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಮೆಮೊರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತಹ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂದು ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. These are the two addresses are there. Now we have used do while because we are going to move one by one character at a time. First, from the input we take first single character. ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ತಗೊಂತೀವಿ. That character, whether it is in this range, whether it is greater than a and less than z, what exactly happens in the background? ಈ ತರ ಲೈನ್ ಬರ್ದಾಗ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ? If c is greater than or equal to a and c is less than or equal to z ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ? ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆಕ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಹೆಂಗಾಗತ್ತೆ? What the C contains within the single quotes, if A is there, how it is going to compare? Can the system understand A within the single quotes and Z within the single quotes? What actually in the background it is going to happen? Spurti? Very good, Sudan. The answer is ASCII values. See, whenever you get this C as the ASCII values. Yada one character is there. Example, in the memory you have this. In the memory you have this string, writing and optimizing ARM assembly code. Ide ಒಂದು input ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. The chapter name ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, you still think that this is an input. Whenever you copy this first C, it is going to get this W. Whenever this C is assigned, C contains the ASCII value of that capital W. If it is small letter, small w. What are the ASCII values? And this chart you already know. Capital A starts from 65 and small a starts from 97. Capital Z end at 90, small z end at 122. What is the difference between small a and capital A is 32. 97 minus 65 is 32. What is the difference between capital Z minus capital A? It is how much? 25. 25 means in the ASCII it is 19. Sorry, in the EXA it is 19. Why I am saying these things is, it is the basics for that program. ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಆಗೋದು ಇದೇ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರನೇ ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. 97, 65, 97 minus 65, 32, then 90 minus 65, it is 25 in the decimal, and in the decimal if it is 25, in EXA it is 19. Okay. Now, if that number first character, if it is greater than 65 and it is less than 90, if that is the case, then C equals C plus, what actually it happens here? C equals C plus what it is going to add? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Quick answer I want. What is this? C equals C plus. Good. Tanavi. It is C plus 32. Just now I said it is 98 minus Okay. Sorry, some number. It is going to add 32. ASCII value 32 add agattadಕ್ಕೆ. After that, what happens? That will be stored in the output. Output ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರುತ್ತಾ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಅಸೈನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Since if you increment here, it will go to the next memory location. In that way, this program it is going to continue now. Now, this is how it is going to iterate. Until the C is not equal to 0, it will get the next one, whether it is in that range. If it is greater than A, greater than 65, less than 90, then add 32 to that and once again store it in the output. This is how it happens. Now, for the ARM, in the ARM, how exactly we'll directly write this program? First, we should get this character from the memory location. That is why it is that address, it is in the register called R1. ಅದು ಯಾವ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅದಿರೋದು ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ R1 ಅಲ್ಲಿ. This R1 address plus 1 that gets loaded into the R2. Now R2 contains some register, some character. Now this R2 minus the ASCII value of capital A is 65. What is this 41? What is this 41? This is an hexadecimal value. ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೀತಾ 0 ಹ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೀತಾ ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಬರೆಯಲ್ಲ 65 ಬರೆಯಲ್ಲ 41 ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. It is an hexadecimal. Okay, 0x41. They are going to subtract C minus capital A. Then they are going to compare with, see here, R3 comma 0x19. What is this 19? Just now I said whether within this range, ಈ ರೇಂಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, 90 minus 65, that is 25. 25 in hexadecimal, it is 19. They are going to compare whether if it is in that range. Now add lower or same. ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಇದು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇದ್ರೆ, if that value, if it is in that range, lower means less than or equals, that is the meaning of this LS. If this value R3, if it is within this range, in that case, what we are going to do? We are going to add 20 to that. What is this 20? 20 ಏನದು? See here, what is the ASCII value of, what is this 20? In hexadecimal, 20 means it is 32 you are going to add. 32 add ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಇದು hexadecimal ಅಲ್ಲಿ 20, you are going to add 32 to the R2. Now what we do? We are going to store. Where exactly we store? In some memory location. ಈ R2 ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? Whether the characters are over, means this condition, while, see, whether this is equal to 0. If it is not equal, branch, if not equal ಅಂದ್ರೆ R2 0 ಅಲ್ಲ, branch not equal NE, then once again it should go to the this block. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಲೋಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್, ಆಡ್, ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಮೆಮೊರಿ, ಕಂಪೇರ್, ಮತ್ತೆ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್. At the last, PC will be loaded with link register R14. PC will be linked with the link register R14. This is how, this is the equivalent ARM code of the C code. Is it clear now? If you have any doubts about this ARM code, please ask. How they are going to improve, how they are going to avoid this, all this scheduling, how they are going to do, that we will discuss in the next class. Okay, still I am using the Zoom. It is going to end in another 4 minutes. Please, everyone send your attendance. Now, if you have any doubts, you can ask. We will discuss this load scheduling by preloading and unrolling in the next class. If you have any doubts, you can ask, or else you can exit. Suchitra, Vinayak, Pavana, sorry, Pavana, Chitra, Vinayaka. Do you have any doubts? Pavana, Pavana R.